Welcome. Today we are diving into Bitcoin. What makes it different? Why is it valuable? And how it works. When you keep money in a bank, the bank manages a ledger recording every transaction. You trust the bank to keep it accurate. Bitcoin has a similar ledger, but it's decentralized and open to everyone, meaning there's no central authority overseeing transactions. This ledger is managed by a network of nodes or independent computers that verify each transaction. Each transaction is added to a block, and these blocks form an unchangeable blockchain that secures the system. To add transactions to this ledger, nodes in the Bitcoin network must reach a consensus, agreeing on which transactions are valid through a process called proof of work. This consensus mechanism ensures that all transactions are legitimate and prevents fraud. Mining, or verifying these transactions, consumes energy to make it difficult and costly for anyone to try to manipulate the system. It's a self-regulating system that has never been breached. Bitcoin is based on two key ideas: its unique features and the network that it creates. The Bitcoin network effect is like a new social media platform. Imagine someone creates a platform called Chatter, but at first, only a handful of people use it. When there are just 5 people on Chatter, it's not very valuable. You can't connect with many friends, and conversations feel sparse. But as more people join, the platform becomes increasingly useful. When your friends, family, colleagues, and favorite celebrities start using Chatter, its value skyrockets. You can now interact with almost anyone you want, making the platform indispensable. The more people who use it, the more valuable it becomes to everyone. Bitcoin operates in a similar way. The more people who own and use Bitcoin, the stronger the network becomes. Businesses are more likely to accept Bitcoin as payment because they see a growing customer base. Investors are more confident because they see widespread adoption. Each new participant increases the overall utility and trust in the network. Just like every new user on Chatter makes the platform more engaging and worthwhile. And just as social media spreads rapidly in our hyper-connected world, Bitcoin's network effect is amplified by the internet, allowing it to grow at unprecedented speed. It's this viral adoption that helps Bitcoin gain value and solidify its position as a revolutionary financial system. In 2009, Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto, and since then it has been available for anyone to use. This openness means that anyone, anywhere can become part of the network. Thousands of people, from developers to investors to companies, participate in making Bitcoin what it is today, but no one controls it. Bitcoin's rules can be changed, but only if there's widespread agreement within this decentralized community. This is different from traditional financial institutions, where a few decision makers set policies that affect everyone using the currency. Why does Bitcoin exist? Bitcoin provides an alternative form of money that is not controlled by governments or banks. For those who value independence from centralized financial control, such as libertarians and people in countries with unstable economies, Bitcoin represents a way to store value and transact without relying on traditional systems. It allows people to access and control their wealth even in restrictive financial environments, providing financial freedom to many. Is Bitcoin legal? Yes. Yes, it is legal. Bitcoin is legal in the US and lots of different countries around the world. And the ones that have tried to ban Bitcoin have found that it is virtually impossible. It's kind of like trying to ban the internet. As long as there is one node online, Bitcoin will be accessible by anyone. As more businesses accept Bitcoin and regulations adapt, its legitimacy continues to grow. Can Bitcoin be stolen? Well, not exactly. Bitcoin is pretty secure if you take a few precautions. The Bitcoin thefts you hear about are usually because people misplace their seed phrase or they lose them on an exchange, such as FTX or the numerous other exchanges that have either went down in bankruptcy or were bad actors and took the funds away. Bitcoin thefts often happen when users mistakenly transfer funds or fall for scams, not because of security flaws in Bitcoin itself. Simple measures like using reputable wallets, verifying addresses, and avoiding suspicious transactions go a long way in keeping your assets safe. Could there be a bug in the software of Bitcoin? Well, yes, there have been bugs in the past, but nothing that has really hindered its operation. The ones that were found were patched up quickly. Since Bitcoin is open source, it has thousands of developers that are constantly working on security vulnerabilities. If a critical bug were found, the decentralized community could collectively roll back to a pre-issue state, ensuring Bitcoin's resilience. To stop Bitcoin, you'd essentially have to shut down the entire internet. A hack would require astronomical resources and coordination. Even if someone managed to interfere, they'd likely only harm Bitcoin's value, not profit from the attack. Bitcoin's decentralized structure and proof of work mechanism make it one of the most secure networks ever created. Bitcoin offers a new way to think about and use money. It's a decentralized, scarce, and secure asset that's open to anyone, anywhere, with endless potential to change how we store and transfer value. Whether you're new to Bitcoin or a seasoned user, its impact on finance and the digital world is only beginning to unfold.